The first box office predictions for Madam Web are officially in, and by the look of it, we are not going to have a blockbuster on our hands. So I just recently talked about the budget for the upcoming Madam Web, and the budget is $80 million on the dot. So if this film is even moderately successful, they can make that back. Now, of course, reviews, I think, are gonna really inform people whether they should spend any amount of money on this or not. So with an $80 million budget, the film is looking to open up with an estimated 3-day opening across its weekend. Now remember, 3-day includes Thursday, between $25 million on the low end and $35 million on the high end. Now the discrepancy there isn't huge. Most of the time when we're talking about these comic book films, we're like, well, low end 30, 40, high end 80, 90. And then it's always somewhere in the 50, 60 range. Or worse in most cases recently. So looking at this, honestly, it's got a chance, if it opens up at 35, to recoup its budget in the United States and then make a profit worldwide. But that's if it hits these numbers optimally, which can't be guaranteed. I honestly think it's going to be a miracle if this thing even hits 25. Outside of me, I don't know anybody else that's even moderately like, you know what, I'm skeptical, but I still want to see it. Everyone I know that I mentioned this film to, or that's ever talked to me about it, just literally looks at me and goes, no. They don't want to see it. They don't care. And I mean, these are the people that are also now like, I don't know if I want to see this DC film. I'm not even watching Marvel stuff. This is an upsell like I've never seen before. It's going to be a rough and tough battle for them. So if the film is good, let's hope 35 million. If the film is terrible, well, it's probably going to do 25 or less. There is a chance it does less. Again, I'm not seeing how they're tracking this number with impressions. Certainly, they're getting it somewhere, because typically box office predictions are right there on the money. I think once we're a week out, these numbers are going to be adjusted and we're going to see a drop. And then we're kind of going to understand the bigger picture of where it's actually going to land, but we'll talk about that in a couple of weeks.